Hey everybody, welcome to Courtesy Violation Podcast.
What's up?
What's going on, guys? DGLO, what'd you think?
It was awesome, per
Mm,
usual. I mean, it was also 4 rounds at one course. I know a lot of people don't like that. There are a lot of complaints about that this year.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, this is the first year that people really started complaining about that. Like, ugh. It's like we're getting jaded with disc golf. Because I felt the same way about one recently. Which one was it where I was like, man, that was a lot of that course?
Ledgestone.
Ledgestone,
Because
yeah,
they
yeah.
only did Eureka.
I only did Eureka. But I don't know. I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
got to catch all 4 rounds of it. So
Couple of changes to the course they made. Little things here and there. 16.
16, yeah.
But it's pretty much DGLO.
Yeah.
It is pretty much toboggan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been there for years. It's one of the courses that we were lucky enough to watch for years. There has always been coverage of it. So a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of
Old sled course.
yeah, just a lot of elevation.
Yeah.
We had a friend of ours that Brandon, shout out to Big Brando. He actually caddied for Hannah and I asked him. I said, "How bad was it?" He said, "Nah." But
Not so bad.
he's a hiker.
That's true.
He's an outdoorsman.
He is an outdoorsman, and plus he's so like
Yeah,
ready to go. I'd say he has a lot of stamina.
That motherfucker is hyper.
Yeah. A lot of stamina, a lot of energy. I'm sure he went up and down. He said he's like a billy goat too. And I believe it.
He said he eats cans and shit. That was his exact words. He said, "I'm like a billy goat. I eat cans and shit."
Yeah, well, hopefully he didn't eat a lot of trash and cans when he was caddying for Hannah, but I'm sure that was fun.
Bring embarrassment to our fucking podcast.
Yeah, dude. You can't do that.
But yeah, I was happy for him, and I expected his. He's an extremely positive dude, so
Yeah.
I asked him, or he actually, I think he's mentioned, he's like, I tried my best not to talk their heads off. I was like, I bet you did.
Yeah, as a caddy, that would be tough.
Yeah.
Teresa, you're just trying to like line up a shot, and you're like, in your head about it, and you got Brandon over here like filling your head. He's like, all right, come on.
Love him though, love him.
Of course, I would let him caddy for me any day.
Fuck
I'd like to
yes.
caddy for him.
I've honestly asked him to caddy for me, but he always has something better to do. Whatever.
Yeah, like caddy for fucking professionals at DGLO.
He could really turn my game around. I think.
Probably, he could probably keep you even killed.
I think he could. I would think he would be the perfect caddy.
Yeah, let's quit sucking this guy and go on to. I thought Isaac Robinson was going to take this down
Did you
after
really?
the first round. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
God damn, he's not going to quit.
Yeah. Well, the first round was like, I was watching, and it was like, damn, C-Dick, 7 through 7? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And then, like, after the back, this year, the back played crazy. Like, it was
Pretty
a
tough.
lot. Yeah, they were getting all their scoring, the front nine, and then they're just trying to fucking hold on through the back nine, And it kind of changed after the first couple of rounds, but like C-Dick, I'm pretty sure he went 7 for 7, right?
I think it was 6 for 6.
6 for 6, and he ended 6, I think, down.
Yeah.
So I mean, he
couple more birdies, couple more bogeys.
yeah,
He I thought that was rad to see. Well, starting out, and then you see Isaac Robinson go 10 for 10.
yeah, that
the
was
first
nuts.
round.
Yeah.
Like, whoa! So I thought he was going to win it. That's what I mean. I guess it's hard to be that consistent.
Yeah,
8 rounds in a row, 9 rounds it would have been, I guess.
yeah, but yeah. Thing is, there's also Gannon Burr. I mean, he's pretty good.
It's true, he's really good.
Yeah, he's pretty darn good.
He is.
And Ricky, he really gave him a run, dude.
Dude, I'm so stoked that Ricky is, I've already said this before, doing so well this season. And he's a top 10 guy every week, but podium guy.
Yeah, he's right there, man.
He's right there.
He's pushing these young boys. He's pushing them.
And I know I've heard somebody on commentary mention it, but it really must eat at him that he's not in first place and he's that fucking close.
He's the most competitive person out there, I think.
Sure.
Maybe not, but he's extremely competitive.
Dude, he hasn't had a major since fucking 2017.
Yeah.
So I know he wants it.
Oh, he just wants every win. He wants to win every one of them.
That's true.
I mean, I'm sure
He's
they all
fucking
do,
greedy.
but he is competitive as hell. You can see it in his fucking eyes. It's wild. he really does. He gets
wide-eyed and
he
a smile.
zones in, dude. Yeah. Our friend Tina, she was there.
Our friend Tina.
Yeah, Tina Dis, and she sent us some pics of hot ass Ricky, and she had some cool pics with some of the FPO ladies.
Do you
she had
think
posted.
anyone knew who she was?
Of course
Tina, if
they
you
did.
if you do listen to this, reach out to us and let us know because we didn't. We could have asked her, I guess.
Yeah.
But I wonder if anyone was like, or if they, I'd say they definitely knew who Tina Discs was, and if you guys listening don't know who she is, yeah, you do.
Yeah, don't lie.
Yeah, but there's no way that she met some people and they didn't know who she was, and if they did, like, I wonder if they said anything or if they were just like, hey, nice to meet you, and just treated it like it was just any old spectator.
I don't know. Like,
It's the Tina Discs.
Just knowing her as little as we do, I would definitely speak to her. But like, I'm one of those guys that like, if we hadn't had any relationship with her, you know what I mean, and I seen her somewhere, I would probably like wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't. I mean, I've had the opportunity to talk to some pros, and I'm like, they probably don't want to bother. You know,
you don't even act like they're professional disc golfers. You're just like, hey man, you know what time it is? Okay, yeah. That's how I would treat it.
I would, if I seen Tina, I'd be like, oh, you're the 1,000 rated disc slut.
She's like, it's me.
But yeah, she looked like she had a good time. Brandon said he had a good time, so maybe DGLO would be a good trip to plan. Try to get up
Go
there
up
and
to
watch.
Michigan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd be down. I'm down to go anywhere and watch disc golf.
Yeah.
As long as I can afford it and it makes sense for me to get off work, you know, as long as I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to go do it. I mean, I've already made it to MCO this year. You went to Worlds, so you went to 2. This is the first time you went to any DGPT event, right? This year?
No, I went to
last year.
Yeah, I've been to Music City MCO a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's my first time I've went to multiples in one season for sure.
Yeah. I may end up going to USDGC.
You should.
I'm thinking about it if I can.
And I don't think I'm going to be able to swing it, but I'm definitely going to try.
I like it. Let's go to the top 3. You got Gannon Burr winning it. Congratulations, Gannon, with the 4 Elite Series wins.
Yeah, swept the Elite Plus.
He did, and ended up getting the most wins. Well, how are we going to word that?
The record for most money won in a season.
It.
Yeah,
at $125K and change.
Yeah, that's and it's still 4 events left. So
yeah, he'll probably win 1 or 2 of those too.
Yeah, so it might not even be close. He might blow that record out. So
Jesus,
that's good for the kid, man.
It's not only like enough to put him in the Hall of Fame, but like the fact that
whoa, let's quit talking Hall of Fame this quick, dude. People get mad when you start trying to throw people in the Hall of Fame after a couple of good years.
Okay, I think he will though.
Yeah,
right? I mean, surely.
I mean, I've said it multiple times. He has a very good chance of being the best we've ever seen. Yeah. And he's living up to it for sure.
He is. And listening to his like post-round interviews too, he's definitely got a good head on his shoulders. Like he gives a shit about the game.
Oh yeah, and he's very knowledgeable about the game.
Very knowledgeable, in depth. And the way that he like, I remember after watching after round 1, I think, or 2, he was talking. No, it was after a few rounds in. After the post-round interview, he was going on about the course and things that they could change about the course. And it was all constructive criticism.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People don't take
wise
it like
beyond
that.
his years.
People don't take it like that though.
Sure.
That's the thing. Is like he was being constructive. It was constructive criticism, and they were like, "Oh, he's bitching about it. You know, he's complaining about the course and blah blah blah." I'm like, no, he was just saying some shit.
I didn't take it as that at all.
Yeah, I think with disc golf, everybody preaches in disc golf. It's positive. Everybody's welcome, and most of the time, I think when we're just playing with your homeboys, it is a positive thing. Like this casual rounds, but like I think when anybody says anything just a little negative, it's like people like
really latch on to it.
Yeah, like it's like they attack or something. I don't know. I didn't
or any kind of not necessarily negative, but any kind of criticism. People are like,
what do you? Yeah. I don't know. It's that's the way it seems to me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Any kind of criticism, people on one side's going to be either for it or completely against it. There's not a lot of, especially online.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what I'm talking about. Is online.
It's just comments.
That's the only. I mean, It's really the only way you can get your information. And of course, you talk to people when you're playing dubs and stuff about stuff, but like most of your information when it comes to the tour, it's just social media.
Yeah.
It really.
And most people don't feel as wholeheartedly about certain topics unless they have a keyboard. You know what I mean? Unless they're typing it out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, if, like you said, you're just hanging out with your buddy at playing on the course somewhere and you bring it up, they might, they don't really give a shit. They just kind of talk. But anyway.
And then some people are very strong about stuff, you know what I mean? But the older, I think maybe the older generation thinks of disc golf a little different than what the younger does, and I think we're kind of the middle child. And even though I'm older in age, I'm the same age in disc golf years.
Sure.
If that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Started playing around 2017, 2018, so I've been in it a little bit longer than the COVID folks.
Right.
And then you have the past the COVID folks that, just started last couple years, and
they still don't know why some step putts are illegal.
Yeah.
You ever see that? There's a lot of people that are like, I don't see what he did wrong.
Yeah.
You're like, well, the foot left the ground before he released it. You have to explain that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I've noticed on Twitter. I'll just say Twitter. That they're very opinionated about disc golf. Like, very opinionated about disc golf. But then they slip up and ask questions that if you've been around the game for any time at all, you would know what it is. And I'm like,
right.
but you had a fucking strong opinion about this other situation, but you don't even know what the fuck this is?
Right, yeah. It makes you wonder how much do they even know about the sport.
And that's a social media thing, right? Like, they're trying to grow their brand or whatever, and they just want to get clicks or reactions or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm not good with social media, obviously. But it's just, if you don't, people maybe shouldn't have such strong opinions about shit if you don't know shit about fucking disc golf.
Yeah.
If you don't know the history of disc golf or even the modern history of disc golf.
If you don't know the physics on disc golf.
Now, physics, and I'm not a disc golf smarty pants. Like, I don't have good takes. Jefferson from Disc Golf World always give me a good take. I don't have good fucking takes, brother.
I don't either.
It's not what I do. It's, you know what I mean? But, like,
I'm the worst too, because I'm always just like, I don't know, man. I like all these guys.
way, yeah. I mean, I just want to be like, have fun and tell dick jokes and talk about dumb shit.
And I'm so easily persuaded too, where like I could hear a really good argument on one topic, on like one side of a topic that's like, I'm like, man, that's a good point. I think I'm kind of, and then somebody else is just as persuasive on like opposing it, and I'm just like, but his thing too, though, I don't know, guys. I'd be a bad juror.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hope you're not a juror for me.
A wishy-washy motherfucker. No, if it's for you though, you are always innocent. Unless you plead guilty, then I'm like, yeah, he's guilty. Whatever you need me to do, dude.
Oh shit.
Gannon Burr.
Yep.
Took it down at 32 under. Pretty cool.
Pretty good.
Isaac Robinson tied with Ricky with second place at 30 under. So there you go. Oh, dude, I did MPO first.
That's fine.
Like a fucking show.
That's fine. We can do the guys first every once in a while. It's fine. We can jump right now to FPO and nobody will even. Just don't say anything. I'll go back and post. I'll flip them the fuck around. Nobody will know the difference because the women always come first here.
Colin Hanley taking it down. What'd you think about that? I was kind of surprised.
I wasn't. I think she's over the final round blues. I think Holland has all the skills in the world that she'll ever need when it comes to throwing the frisbee. She's a good putter. Like she doesn't lack in that department like some other ones. Yes. I think that she just had it in her head with the final round, and sometimes she got a little nervous, and I think she's over that. And I think FPO is very competitive right now. There's a lot of good players. So I'm not gonna say it's her time to dominate or nothing like that. I would say for Gannon. Like I almost would say that for Gannon, even though MPO is competitive. FPO is a little more competitive, I think. And
for sure. I mean,
I don't think that she's gonna dominate, but I think it's time for her to get a couple dubs. So
for sure. I feel like the sentiment in FPO where it differs from MPO is like they really want to win. But if they don't, then they're still like, I'm so glad that she won though.
How much is that real and how much is that fake?
I'd say I don't know. I think it's genuine for the
Think so?
most part.
Yeah.
For the most part, probably. I mean, obviously, that's just like a baseline. I'm sure there's some women that don't feel that way, but I would imagine a Haley. Well, I don't know. I don't know about Haley King. I don't know her personally, but she'd probably be more apt to being like, "Fuck, I didn't win.
Yeah.
Congratulations or whatever." But
Yeah.
I want to win this.
She's not popping bottles on people.
No, she's not like, let's go down the slip and slide now. You know. You got Haley King, speaking of, in second place. So
she had a good tournament.
she really did.
That course fits her longer distance, both throw from both sides of the fucking plate, put both spins on it, however you want to put it.
I think I mentioned this before, but one of my favorite MPO forms.
Oh yeah. She's smooth as hell.
Very smooth. Yeah. Kristin Tatar. Wah, wah, wah.
Third place ain't bad, but
It's
I tell
not.
you, we definitely expected her to win every single thing she played in.
I know. And if she doesn't, I'm just gonna be mad. You know?
She's not. She's not winning all of them. But once again,
Turns out you
FPO
can't
is
win them all.
competitive.
Turns out it is competitive.
We didn't think it was going to be as competitive as it is. So
I was rooting for Own.
yeah,
I was wanting Own to
you
do
always
it.
want Own to win. I mean, she's easy to pull for.
Yeah. Cat Merch was looking good there.
Yes,
the
she's
first few
another one
rounds.
that's easy to pull for.
But you know, all's well.
That ends with Holland on top.
That all ends with Holland on top. Notable thing: Paige Pierce DNF'd.
Yeah, her Poppy passed away, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not what I thought.
No,
Okay.
I think that's what she called him. It's her Poppy. Yeah, it's her granddad. I'm assuming, or maybe somebody that she was close to. I really don't know. I think it was her grandfather. Yeah.
We actually had quite a few DNFs. Jake Wolf DNF'd. I'm not sure why. I can only imagine it was shoulder injury or elbow related. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that.
Trevon Crow, no clue. Chandler Fry, David Lewis, Scott Stokely. Actually,
I seen him post about it.
Yeah, I don't remember what his thing was.
I think he was sick.
There you go. Jeremy Colling, another notable DNF. And speaking of, he made a Instagram live video where he was talking about his DNF, and he made like a 5-minute long live video where he was
does this.
He does do that.
He does this whenever he has something he needs to get off his chest.
He really does. He's one of those dudes that's like, honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to post this. I'm like, quit saying that. Because, yeah, you are, bro. And I love Big Germ.
Yeah, we all do.
But he was basically just saying that, you know, he doesn't like DNFing. I think he said it was the third time he's ever had to do it, but it's his back having some pain, and he's wanting to save it for the last few events of the year. Then he went on to talk about how Eric Oakley posted that he missed European disc golf, and that he agrees with him because he feels like American disc golf is much more centered on just competition and pushing your body to the limits.
Yeah.
Whereas European disc golf is it's funner, and you know, the courses aren't necessarily as long.
More hitting lines.
And I don't know. That's also one of those topics that I'm like, I don't think he's wrong.
No,
you know?
No, I don't. No, and the thing is, it's okay. He is one of the older in that generation, right?
40, which he mentioned that too.
Yeah, so his body probably is breaking down. I'd say touring is tough. You know what I mean? Being on the road all the time. So he probably would prefer the courses not to be so long.
Yeah.
Distance is a skill. Let me put that out there. It's not a skill that I have. It's not a skill that I actually prefer to watch. I would way rather watch people hit lines and use more technique. I mean, that's what I prefer when it comes to disc golf. That's what I prefer to play. That's what I prefer to watch. That's what, you know. Now we're going to go right back to the spectating part, and people's trying to sell the game, right?
Yeah.
New London was one of the coolest courses. I would love to play it. Didn't get a chance to. Would love to play it. I think I probably would have rather watched coverage of New London on TV.
than spectate in person.
Than spectate in person. No, I'm just saying, if I went back and watched New Ivy or Ivy Hills and New London, I think I would if I wasn't there live, I think I would enjoy watching New London more than I would Ivy Hills.
Yeah.
Just because that's what I prefer.
Yes.
Right. So being there live, total opposite.
Yeah.
Watching Ivy
It
Hills
was much better at Ivy
much
Hills
better.
in
So
person.
we have to understand that they're trying to sell this product.
Yes.
This is a product that they're trying to sell.
Yes.
So we have to understand that. So I understand why the longer, more open courses are there, but I don't like it.
And he acknowledged that.
I don't
too,
like
by the
it
way.
more.
Right.
You know what I mean? I prefer woods golf. I prefer watching woods golf. I prefer playing woods golf.
He acknowledged that as well. He's like, I understand for spectatorship, and we got to get more money. I mean, it's better for the sport.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. He said, but there's got to be a different way.
Yeah.
Or something. And I'm like, but there's also courses too that are like, not bomber courses and spectator friendly. There's a few of them, surely.
Yeah, I mean, but not as well though. Like,
no.
I mean, in order to have these wide open courses that are on golf courses, you're gonna have to have manufactured OB.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the thing that Eric Oakland and them were kind of complaining about was the manufactured OB. There is no scrambling.
Yeah.
They want more scrambling because that also shows a skill. That is a skill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Also, I think that a lot of, somebody like Germ from the area he's from, he's used to playing in wooded golf.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And scrambling is a huge thing. Chris Dickerson's known for his scrambling. Why? Because where did he come up? He would come up playing wooded golf, right?
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, man. It's 6 in one hand and half a dozen in another, right?
Right.
It's, I don't know what they can do. The only thing that they can do is, and this is, we're talking about major future, right? Like the new courses, when they build them, they're going to have to make them spectator friendly and wooded. Right. Or not just wooded, but you know what I mean.
Technically.
When I say wooded, I don't mean every hole's got to be wooded. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like New London, it's wooded with green grass in the fairways. It's the best golf. It's fucking great, man. It's like that's amazing. Like that's the coolest shit ever. Yeah. And that's what. But how long till you have 12 courses that are going to be spectator, that they're going to have to build around spectatorship and what the players want and what's best for everybody? And I don't know we'll ever get there.
Yeah.
It's too easy to rent a golf course and put down rope and white stakes and say, here you go.
Exactly.
And we can have 10,000 people here and everybody can see something.
And these 18 to 20-year-olds don't have an issue with it.
No, they don't. They really don't. I don't. Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
Till they get around 26,
yeah.
And they start experiencing some of those injuries to an extent. But I don't know. Yeah, that's, like I said, I think his argument is valid.
I do.
Sure.
I absolutely do.
I definitely wouldn't bash him for that. No. I don't think it's worth.
But like the European Open.
And I'm paraphrasing what he said, by the way, but it was something to the extent of that.
Yeah. European Open hits a lot of manufactured OB, right? I mean, it's pretty much an open place. I mean, think about hole 16, right? Hole 16.
Oh, yeah.
That's just a fucking field with lines, and everybody loves that shit.
Yeah.
So it's not all, but I know what they're talking. They're not talking about.
He just meant European disc golf in general.
Yeah, they're not talking about Nokia. They're talking about, or the Beast, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. They're talking about the monster. Yeah. And I love that course, so I agree with them.
I say if he doesn't like it, get out.
Get on out, you big germ.
Yeah, why don't you move to Europe?
I'll help you pack your bags, buddy.
Goddamn lib. Dude, speaking of, just to sidetrack for a second, I'm sick and fucking tired of politics.
Fuck politics.
I'm so tired. I'm about to delete Facebook.
Yeah, you should.
Because I'm not going to do the thing where I unfollow certain friends or delete the friend. I'm thinking about just deleting the whole virus that is Facebook.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
But Marketplace,
I think if you go back to this podcast, probably around February, I put a warning out. And I said, listen, people, this year's going to get really shitty
Yeah.
And it's gonna get crazy. So let's try to keep politics the fuck out of disc golf.
Yeah. So
If you're in disc golf, if you're on my disc golf Twitter, just keep it out.
Yeah.
I've had to mute multiple people.
Yeah.
On my disc golf Twitter, just because I don't want to. I get on there to read disc golf and see highlights and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't want to see all the other bullshit.
I don't either, man. And just because I guess the region that we live in, I'm not saying one side or the other, but for me personally, it's not. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not for either one, by the way. I'll just say that. But it is mostly just hardcore people on the right. Then I'm like, dude. Shut the fuck up.
I'm saying
it's mostly the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Remember the Trump getting like Jesus saving Trump from the bullet,
yeah.
And then I guess like deterring it into a person behind him. It's crazy, but it's mostly that.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, where we're from.
Screw politics, dude. Ugh. I just don't want it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need it. They don't give a shit about us. That's the bottom line. They don't give a shit about you
gotta tell these guys on Facebook
upper lower class, lower middle class people. They don't care. Mm-hmm. They don't.
I believe it. They just want their money.
They just want our monies, baby.
That's how little I know about politics too. I'm just like, yeah, man. They just
mute people. This mute people. That's what I do. I've muted probably over a dozen people now.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about just doing away with Facebook. Totally.
Facebook's awful.
Yeah. It really is.
It's the trashiest of trashy social media.
It really is.
It really sucks.
Family members.
It's so bad. I
didn't need to know you thought that. You know? You ever feel that way about some family members?
Nah, I don't follow it. I don't have any in my family anymore. They don't. I keep them away from all that shit.
Okay, but Big Germ, fucking.
I agree with him.
I say get over it.
I agree with him and EO.
Damn lib.
Winners and losers this week.
Winners and losers.
We already talked about Gannon. I had him on the list. My big winner of the week is Cat Merch, of course. Not because of anything. This because simple, her sound bites. She had
Take your bar and move on.
Yeah, way to go, girl.
It's because Blaine farted on me.
He did.
He totally did.
It's on camera.
People pay for that.
She had 2 great sound bites this week, and she fucking cracks me up. And I think out of everybody on the tour, she is herself.
Absolutely.
She
definitely doesn't give a shit.
She doesn't play fucking games. Showing up as Macho Man. Doing a whole interview as Macho Man last year. And the shit that she says is funny. She's a funny person. And she don't give a fuck. And I think
that's a winner in my book.
That's how you win on the tour. You know what I mean?
The person who doesn't give a fuck the most wins.
Yes. She did, but I mean, she's having a good time, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's young. Sure. She's probably, 22 something?
Right.
She's living on the road playing frisbees for a fucking living and not acting like she's somebody that she's not.
Absolutely.
If you have to act like somebody that you're not, it makes you miserable.
Yeah,
it really does. I mean, it really does.
Oh, I'd imagine.
I've been in a situation where I had to do that, and it sucked, dude.
Yeah, me too. Whenever I go to my family's house and they're talking politics.
But yeah, she's the winner for me this week. She's the big winner for me this week. The sound bites were great.
That's a good winner.
Yeah.
Another winner, Isaac Robinson, for parking hole 13 3 out of 4 rounds, and not parking necessarily, but birdied it, put himself in the circle
on a forehand hole.
Yeah.
On a forehand hole. On a forehand
that's
hole.
the bit. Yeah, that's true.
He throws a nasty fucking turnover and this puts it within 10 foot. Mm-hmm. I mean, not 10 foot of the basket, but 10 foot of the same shot. He duplicated the shot damn near. The accuracy that he showed on those 3 shots is mind-boggling to me.
He's good.
He's fucking really good.
He's really good.
You got to think too. There was wind. There's no way it was the same conditions every day.
Well, I know it was definitely different the second round from the first round. So.
And he put it in the same fucking spot 3 times. That's mind-boggling. It truly is. Try.
If anyone could do it though, Isaac Robinson.
Backhand, hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's restored faith that I do not need a forehand.
Yeah.
I quit working on
I
that.
quit
I'm
working- you're like, I don't need it.
Rob don't need it. I don't need it.
I love that. There's 2 people on tour that don't use it, so I'm not gonna use it.
If he can
Everyone
do it,
else
If
does.
he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. I think there's something to that.
And another one I had as a winner is this Luke Taylor, man.
Yeah.
The kid showed up at Worlds, and he's
Absolutely.
not going anywhere. It don't look like. And I think he might be a rising star.
Oh, for sure. What did he shoot that last round? Let me check real fast.
The one thing while you're checking that, I wonder what, because I don't think I follow him on anything, and if I do, I don't see much of like a presence. I wonder how
Under
much of like
600,
a
but-
social media, like if he's good with social media, because nowadays you kind of gotta be to get your name.
Yeah,
I mean he can still play, and but to get that big contract, you gotta sell frisbees.
Yeah.
And you gotta have some kind of social media presence, and
I've seen him on social media. He posts. You know,
I've seen-
he does the round recaps of like the 5 paragraphs, like they all do.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and he's posting fun videos. We follow him on Instagram.
I've heard a couple of interviews with him now, and I tell you what, well-spoken kid, seems very smart. Like I'm pulling for him, man.
Absolutely.
I like it. And seeing him throw live,
Yeah.
was crazy. Like I seen AB throw, and
Looks
but
effortless when he
whenever
throws.
he threw it, man, I was just like, what? Like I didn't. They take your word. I was like, holy shit, he just threw it 600 foot. Like it was crazy.
Straight out of is it high school or college?
Luke,
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I want to say it's high
I
school.
think he's like 19 years old. Yeah, he's just a kid.
Yeah, I think it's straight out of high school this year
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, his mom actually, she's followed us on Twitter for a while, and we had a little communication with her, and I'm like, I'm pulling for him. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
just seems like a good kid, and
He does.
He
Also,
bombs, dude.
notice the Jesus piece
oh,
around his neck.
he's
He's got the
big,
power of Jesus.
Yeah, he does for sure. Yeah, he's
A lot of those guys do.
he's a believer, and I envy him for that. I envy anybody that has faith, dude. I always have.
Yeah.
I always have.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Losers.
Losers.
Onward to the losers. The course maintenance, Rough Briars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole 3-year deal. That don't seem like a great idea when you're having a DGPT Elite Plus tournament there every
Yeah.
year. Some of those places were gnarly. Gnarly.
Yeah, absolutely.
With this nasty briars, like they
Yeah.
barely get in.
I heard
and
that
out
a lot.
of them.
I heard that a lot in coverage too. It's like, oh, they don't want to be over there. I hope someone's over there near it so they can
They
spot the
find it.
disc.
Yeah, they're like they'll lose this. Like you can just lose it in there.
Yeah.
They only trim the rough on the holes every 3 years. That's the agreement they have with the Park and Rec or with whoever
Yeah.
does that. So after it'll be better next year. But man, that 3rd year, how about every 2 years?
Yeah, no
you know what I mean?
shit.
No, 3 years.
Yeah, that shit grows every year.
Yeah, 3 years is a long fucking time not to
It really is.
trim some fucking briars up. When
Yeah,
you're
it's
having
nasty.
that big of a tournament there every year.
Yeah, and you're walking uphill a lot. You don't want to also be cut up from fucking briars and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to be sweating and bleeding
Yeah.
with a fast heart rate.
And the next loser I had was Calvin Lundquist. How do you say it?
Calvin Lundquist, I believe.
Lundquist, yeah. Picking up Vinny's frisbee on.
What a fucking loser.
Dude, Vinny was disgusted.
Yeah, he really. You could tell he was just like, oh, I don't know what he was saying, but yeah, he didn't seem happy.
Which he never really.
Simon's
seemed
face
happy.
was the best,
Oh
though.
yeah,
Simon was like-
ooh shit.
It was a blunder, man, but the kid made a mistake.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I'd do, I'd do it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's no doubt.
not at a pro tour event.
He's on
but-
a card with 3 killers.
Yeah, nerves.
Yes, hole 1. There's 3 killers he's on a card with. He throws OB. He takes a bogey, right? Or did he miss took a double bogey? But he didn't
don't
get
remember.
penalized for it. Do you think he should have got penalized for it?
Nah, man,
don't
let
think
it
so
go.
either,
Come on,
man.
benefit goes to the player.
Yeah, I mean, he put it back close. It was like a
Yeah.
15-foot putt. Come on, he's not. It's not.
What is the penalty? 2 strokes or
Honestly, I don't know. It's
2
I-
lashings?
2 yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah, 2 lashings. That's what it was.
They let it go though. They let
Yeah.
it slide under the rug.
I'm good with it.
Yeah,
I'm good
give the
with
kid
it.
a break.
Yeah,
Calvin made the putt.
You're on a card with iRob, Vinny, and fucking
Simon. Yeah,
You're nervous as hell.
for sure. I think that's what it was. Whoops. It was a big whoops, but
Yeah, his face when he realized that he had the disc in his hand was priceless.
oh yeah, you drop that shit like a fucking hot potato. Next one, Luke Taylor getting called out for foot
No.
faults, dude.
And this isn't Luke Taylor being a loser. This is just leave my boy alone.
The internet again?
Yes, they fucked Kristin up. You know what I mean? Like she hasn't played well since
They called
got
on
her
the,
for
on
jump
illegal
cuts.
step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now they're trying to go after my boy.
Yeah. No.
Nah, man, y'all leave my boy Luke alone.
Y'all get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
I've watched. I
can't-
actually watched, and it's fucking close, man.
Very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I wonder if he will address it, and I wonder how that will affect him.
I hope he don't. I hope he doesn't read any of it, because
Yeah.
if you read that at all, and then you start doubting yourself, it's gonna change
Sure.
the way you do it, and
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt your.
I say we just keep him illegal. I think I've said that before too. In all honesty, I really do mean this. I think that who cares?
So you think they need to go to C2 for steps? Like you can't step unless you're outside of C2.
Oh no. I just mean like, if the disc even leaves your hand when your foot's off the ground, who gives a shit? You know
Just
what I
let
mean?
it go.
Yeah. Like who? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it went in. That's
all that
still
matters.
pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should not have just let them do
You
it.
know? Yeah. Why? Why the fuck? I guess. What is that for? Just so to make sure you establish a good balance, or
Well,
what
I
is
mean,
the thing?
that's the rule, right? I mean, if you're inside C1, you have to establish balance after your disc comes to stop.
I think. Okay. I think even on the tee pad, you should be able to just jump in the air and throw if you want.
I don't know why, but
I don't
mean,
either, but like that's what I'm saying. If you could do it and it work out, like I don't know, who gives a shit?
Okay,
Is that crazy?
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of rules.
I think illegal step putts are okay.
So what if you had fucking some long AB right athlete,
Yeah.
fucking very long? He can probably jump from the edge of circle
Right,
one and
God
dunk it.
damn it! You know what? You pose a good, good point. I think maybe you're right. Dude, it's easy to flip me.
Yeah, you are pretty easy.
Yeah. I don't know. I say ultimately let it step putt, jump putt, whatever.
Just leave the dude Luke alone. Man. He's
leave
killing
Luke
it right now from C2. Even further, he hit one from like 100.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nasty.
We had that
leave him
giant
alone.
one uphill at Worlds.
Yeah,
Fuck me.
yeah.
And he had on 13 or 14 at Worlds.
I think
He hit two.
He's
in 2 rounds, big
the
ones.
best C2 putter in the world.
Really? Is he right now?
Yeah, statistically, yeah.
Jesus Christ. And they're all illegal.
Everyone.
Imagine that.
No wonder he's cheating.
I say leave it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like it's not he's cheating, but like if they by the way, that's if most of them are illegal putts. Like, I don't know. Come on, he's
not cheating. He's not doing it intentionally.
But that's the thing. If he goes to where he's
Okay.
doing it the right way, he could start missing them.
It was
like
gonna mess
like
up
it
his
did with
form.
Kristin.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, look, I screen capped 3 different ones that I could find because you can't screen cap fucking DGPT. It's just a black screen. I tried it.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, but all the 3 that I got, all of them left his hand before his foot came down. It was extremely close. He's not a big high step.
Okay, all of them.
This is going to sound dumb. I step putt like he does. Mine don't go in, but the form is very close. I have a low release,
Yeah.
and I don't step far. I'm fat and I got very short legs. I'm not stepping far.
Yeah.
So it probably looks like I'm doing the same thing. People calling me all the time. Like, God, you're cheating, and I'm like,
I'll tell you one thing. Get out of here.
Come on.
I'll tell you one thing. In MA2, in the amateur division, most people don't give a shit.
No, you can take 2 steps sometimes.
Yeah, you could double jump in the air like Mario and no one cares, and then toss. But yeah, I mean, I get it at that level, and rules are the fucking rules.
Rules are rules.
I
dude.
get that. I understand, but I think it's more justifiable than stepping over the line or stepping on your lie.
It's pretty much pretty much the same rule. You talking about like
I'm talking
stepping
about
on your mini?
stepping on your mini or stepping
Oh,
off the end
okay.
of the T-pad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's more something to bitch about more than releasing the disc before your foot leaves the ground.
Well, I think what they were saying was not that his foot was leaving
Oh.
the ground; his other foot was coming down.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. His is a little
Wow.
different than what, like Chris Dickinson changed his step putt up completely because he leaves his back foot
Yes.
dragging now. That way, there's evidence that his foot didn't leave the ground before he putted.
I took a page out of his book. I do the same thing now.
Yeah.
Now I'm missing more. I'm missing more step. They took our fucking illegal putts away. It's bullshit. So wait a minute. Hold on. Luke Taylor
I think they're saying his front foot that
is hitting the ground before the disc leaves his hand
yes,
because
yes,
it's so
he doesn't-
quick.
He doesn't step far. Like he doesn't take
Yeah.
like a huge. It's not like a powerful like a high just step. It's like I don't know. He has a very low release and it's a shorter lower step.
Yeah.
But I
Okay,
I could be wrong on this. So if I am, put it in the comments. I don't care. I'd be wrong. But to me, I don't think his back foot is an issue. I don't think. On the one that I watched 3, and it wasn't an issue.
It looked closer.
To the front foot coming down before it came out of his hand.
Okay, he does need to fix that. That
But
is
now,
kind
like
of
I said,
bullshit.
I didn't see it. So
Therefore, because I mean, if that's legal, then you could just like take one step in front of your line and putt.
yeah, for sure.
So that is a little bit different. Last loser. This isn't disc golf related, but Dave Grohl
yeah,
leaving it in,
catching.
letting it soak
Yeah,
out of wedlock. Dude.
yeah. Dude.
Not cool.
No, I mean, do what you gotta do.
I guess, hold on. Well, real quick, in case anyone doesn't know, Dave Grohl made a statement, lead singer of Foo Fighters, that he just had a baby outside of his marriage, which I actually kind of thought that was pretty cool, that he made the announcement. Not that he's just spreading his seed.
Thought it was pretty cool, dude.
Sounds like a
More
pretty,
drummers in the world? Fuck yeah.
not that he's spreading the seed necessarily, but that he made the post,
Yeah,
before
he got out.
tabloid got
That's
to it.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah, smart,
Which
I guess,
I'd
not
say
necessarily.
The girl, maybe, I don't know what kind of relationship he has with the baby mama, but it might have been one of those things where,
An
like,
illegal
if
one.
you do not pay me money, I'm getting ready to
Sure.
blow this
expose
up.
it.
And he's like, fuck you, bitch. Hey, I just got a bitch pregnant.
He's like, I'll take care of it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, giving him the benefit of the doubt.
And who knows? Once again, we don't know the status of his marriage, right? They might have.
Maybe his wife's a bitch.
Maybe his wife is like, yeah, you can get some pussy when you're on the fucking road.
No. He said that.
Oh, that's not the deal?
No, he
Oh,
also mentioned in the post that he's working on like getting forgiveness from his wife and his
so
other
she
children.
wasn't cool with him.
So I don't think she liked it.
Ah,
Most of
damn
them don't.
Yeah. But some of them do, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
yeah.
They call chairs in the corner of the room cuck chairs for a fucking reason. I mean, most
Yeah.
of the time it's a guy in that chair. But every once in a while,
Could be Dave
there's
Grohl's
a
wife.
gal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a cuck gal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's a big loser move.
Yeah.
That sucks.
You know what I think is a loser? And this shows like it's our age difference.
What?
I'm not saying you're a loser. I'm just saying you're wrong.
Mm.
You said when you were talking about David Grohl, you said the lead singer of Foo Fighters. That's the last thing I think of when I think of David Grohl.
Yeah. Thinking Nirvana.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
no,
Whoa.
not Nirvana. You should know this.
Maybe I do. What is it?
Them Crooked Vultures.
Oh, them Crooked Vultures. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Also,
no,
drummer
which
of them
that
Crooked
was
Vultures.
but yeah, Nirvana. I just changed it. But
You
yeah.
just fucking pulling
yeah,
a quick
yeah,
one.
let's pull the quick
You
one. Yeah,
dog.
but them Crooked Vultures is, you know this, the one album they put out is maybe, besides Tool and Perfect Circle, my favorite album of all time.
It's great.
But yeah, so I do see him in that band more than I do Foo Fighters. I never have liked Foo Fighters. I don't know.
Yeah, Foo Fighters are fine.
But sure,
They're
if you're 45 years old and you think of Dave Grohl, I don't think you think of Foo Fighters. I think it's probably
Really?
Nirvana. Yeah.
At this point,
Right.
Foo Fighters is as big as Nirvana.
Well, you know,
That may be a little bold.
something happened to their lead singer. They didn't get to make much music here
That's
lately.
true. It's true. It's a fair statement. That's
And
fair.
I say that something happened to him because I'm not sure exactly what happened that night. I know
You think so? Oh, you think it's dirty?
a little fishy.
Okay. You a Courtney Love guy, or you
Uh,
think Courtney Love did it?
nah, I don't know. He pulled the trigger with his toe. I've watched all
I
the
think
docs,
he's
bro.
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I can tell you have.
My better half was a big Nirvana fan,
Yeah.
so I never have liked them.
Did you tell her?
I think Nirvana is the most overrated band of that era. They were way more popular than bands that are way better. Alice in Chains,
Sure.
Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, which Pearl Jam was pretty huge too. But like, I still think Nirvana was pushed by MTV for some reason.
Right.
I'm not sure why.
It really was a lot different than the other music, though. Even the other grunge bands.
Yeah.
Very simplistic. Doesn't sing well.
No.
I mean, it's its own little. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, I guess it was more grungy.
I guess. Yeah.
Huh.
What do
Look
you
there.
know?
What do you know?
How do you wear more flannel? Just
Dude,
flannel
it's
hats,
almost
flannel shoes.
It's almost October, and I do this every year. When it starts cooling off,
Oh yeah.
and it's something about, because I love putting a flannel on.
Yeah.
Everybody does, right?
For sure, dude.
when you don't need a jacket, a flannel it's just right.
Yeah.
But as soon as I start wearing a flannel, dude, I start listening to a lot more 90s grunge.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just,
Start letting your hair grow out a little bit longer.
start shooting heroin. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Start saying yeah.
Y'all.
But yeah, Dave Grohl.
Yeah, shouldn't have let it
You can't do
soak,
that.
man.
You can't do
get
it.
what you got to get.
Loser
you know
move.
what I'm saying? You know, back shots or put it on the belly or something. Don't let it soak in them. Don't, dude.
Your wife will find out. There will be a baby, probably.
That's how it happens. He's older too.
Yeah, he's probably, you know.
Too old to
in
be
his
having
mid-50s.
kids with a mistress.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
What do you do?
Pull out.
I want to tell you.
That's what I do.
That's what I've been doing for years. It's worked just fine. Does he not? Maybe he doesn't know that method. He's got like 4 kids.
No, he's had sex more than 4 times. I'm sure.
I was wanting to tell you about a dream that I had. And I had this dream last week before we had the last podcast episode, but I didn't get to go over it because we had Bear Bite on. But I had a dream last week with Kristin Tatar in it.
Whoa! Did you let it soak?
I don't know. No, I never get to fuck in my dreams, by the way. Ever. I usually wake up right before and I'm just like, ugh, let down. But no,
funny.
I didn't. But she was in my dream and she was like a love interest. I was into her. Like, I felt like I loved her in this fucking dream.
Damn.
When I woke up, I was bummed out that she wasn't there. I swear to God. And I don't remember much about it. I really did. I lose memory of dreams like within 2 hours after I wake up.
You got to keep a notepad.
I
beside
know.
the bed.
I should have written it down. I really should have. But I don't really know where we were. I think it was some event, some disc golf event, and we started talking and
Hit it
just
off.
hit it off, dude, me and Kristin.
Yeah, y'all are made for each other.
This is
right?
a dream, by the way. This is obvious, I don't want this to reflect on how I actually feel about Kristin because I respect her as a lady and a disc golfer. But in this dream, I was so in love
She's
with
a
her.
married fucking woman.
And by the way, Silver was in the dream.
Oh,
And he was
cup
just
chair in the side, cup chair in the corner.
no.
Damn.
No, but I do remember just her being very dismissive of him.
Oh.
Being like, fuck him, like, what's up? And I was like, with me. She's like, courtesy violation. But no, I don't know, man. I wish I could remember more about
I
the
do
dream, but the
too.
fact that she was a love interest
Yeah,
in
you
my dream,
felt
not
it.
just like, oh, she was in my dream, that was weird, but like, I felt like I was in love with Kristin Tatar in this dream. And like I said, when I woke up, I was actually like, oh, man, like,
I thought that was real.
I'm never going to see her again. Like, I wanted to go right back to sleep. I was taking sleeping pills now. I hope maybe I get back to sleep and see her again, pick up where we left off. Fuck.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was tough. I don't know.
That sucks, man.
Which I said, I wish I had more details on the dream other than we were hitting it off.
Yeah.
You know.
What were y'all talking about? Do you remember?
No.
Frisbees, probably.
Yeah, probably a lot about frisbees and just us.
You was,
you know?
you was asking her for like tips.
Yeah. Asking her for tips, telling her to leave Silver, stay with me.
I
I don't think her kid was in it. Like, I don't think she mentioned the kid. I don't even remember. Like I said, I don't remember much what we were talking about. I do remember that there was a lot of me following her around.
Yeah, it seems like
Which is
just
probably-
stalking a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, no, come on now. I don't know about all that. Yeah, what if I twisted this dream around completely? What if it wasn't a dream? I just stalked Kristin Tatar. I'm just telling you, like, this crazy experience is this dream where I was like watching her sleep.
Oh,
But yeah,
shit.
my Kristin Tatar dream. And like I said, when I woke up, I was bummed. So
That sucks.
I'm hoping to maybe dream about her once more, in the future. Fuck. I miss her.
All right, I got a question.
Okay.
We're going to end it after this. Before I ask this question, everybody go hit the like, subscribe, all of that. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We got a Facebook, everywhere. Just do all that shit. Subscribe for sure. We need that. And comment. Like and comment. That helps us in the algorithm. Okay. I didn't write this down, but I think I remember it pretty well. DGLO Amside. There was, I think they said it was in MA2. But I think it was final round lead card. Could be making this up, but I'm making this situation, right?
Okay.
MA2, final round, lead card. A guy close to the lead, obviously. He goes to throw, and as he's throwing, somebody walks out into the fairway ahead, and he tries to hold up, but he shanks it. It comes out of his hand, grip locks the fuck out of it way off, and some shit, way off where he's trying to. Would you count that as a practice throw, stroke him, and let him throw again from there? Or would you make him throw from where his disc ended up in the shit over there? Or would you just let him rethrow?
I wouldn't let him rethrow. That's against the rules.
Okay.
Right? So he could opt himself to stroke himself
Stroke
and just
himself and throw
rethrow.
from the same spot. Yes, you can always do that.
Yeah.
Or he could count that throw and throw from
Yeah.
the shit that he shanked it over in.
Sure.
Or,
Would I just let him be like, man, that was bullshit. You go ahead.
yeah, which one?
M8. Okay, you did. Okay, I like how you put it in terms because it's amateur.
But it is lead card, so there is some competitiveness at a big AM tournament, DGLO.
Dude, I let a lot of shit fly, including illegal putts. But no.
No. You'd be like, yeah,
I'd be
you
like,
gotta...
nah, man, come on. You threw.
Now, so does the safety of the person that walked out in the middle of the fairway even cross your mind?
No.
Like, no?
I mean, what do you mean? And what, like, yeah, I hope dude don't get hit. That'd be tough. But, the guy did throw.
Okay. I just, because this happened. I'm not
Okay.
making this up.
This happened at
Okay.
DGLO,
Yeah.
amateur.
And the card decided to let him rethrow.
Okay.
Without a penalty.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Did he win?
I don't know that. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I'm not sure about that. But the way I read it, they let him rethrow without a penalty. And there was somebody asking, I think this might have been on either Disc Golf Discussion, or I think it was on Disc Golf Discussion. But yeah, and I was just wondering how you would go about that, because I'm not sure if it was pretty obvious that there was a good chance if he would have threw it straight down the fairway that the person would have got fucking smacked in the face or anywhere with whatever. Then I probably might lean towards letting him rethrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though
Right.
that is not norm, and I think that the norm would be for him to count that as practice and stroke himself and throw again from that same spot, or
For 3, yeah.
or throw again from over there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. Like, I think if the other people on the card were leaning towards letting him just rethrow, I would probably too, because I don't want to see anybody get hit, hurt either. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I've seen some people get some gnarly gnarly cuts and shit from getting
For
hit by
sure.
drivers and
For sure.
stuff. So
What would probably happen with me is there would be another guy that disagreed and be like, nah, man, that doesn't count. I'd be like, you're right. That shouldn't count. I mean, it left his hand and that's the rules. And then I would hear the other guy on the card that's siding with the dude like, yeah, but man, that could have hit the guy and that was just kind of a flub. And I'd be like, God, you're right too, man. I don't know. Fuck. And then I would have been torn. But we'd have to come to a decision. And I think I would choose ultimately like, nah, that sucks. Unfortunate circumstance.
yeah,
You know, like amateur golf, even sanctioned rounds are always so lax. You
Yeah.
know, there's a lot of shit that go. I mean, I've seen multiple people lie about their scores, like what they took on each hole.
you don't call them out.
I have called them out once before, but the other times that I don't call them out, it's because I can't remember their throws, and there's no way that I can dispute it.
Yeah.
If I'm like, no, you threw from, then where the fuck did you throw from? Because I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't even keep up with my own fucking, you
That's-
know, like I
that-
can't keep up with everyone's
And
throws
that-
all the time.
And that is a reason that we, by rules, we are supposed to watch every single one of everybody's throws, so we
Yeah.
can self officiate. You know what I mean? And that sucks. Self officiating sucks.
It does.
But it's part of it. We can't have officials on MA4 fucking cards. You know what I mean? It's just it's not gonna happen.
Luckily, most people that play frisbee golf, in my experience, are chill.
Yeah,
You know,
and most of them are honest.
most of them are honest and chill. And like, if you dispute it, you know, most of them are like, well,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
you're
whatever.
right. Yeah.
But sometimes you might catch somebody.
Some people
Nico-esque.
Some people aren't chill.
Some people are not very chill folks,
That's for sure.
and they might beat you know,
No, they might try.
they might try to beat
They
the
might try.
Yeah.
Let's get these words right now.
Yeah. And you don't want to get your ass kicked at a disc golf tournament.
No.
That's the last place you thought you'd get your ass whooped at. Playing
That's
frisbee golf. Could you imagine walking into work with two black eyes and you're like, dude, disc golf, you know?
Be like, I came to make putts and fight, and I can't make a goddamn putt.
Just throw your bag down, take your shirt off. Let's go. Yeah.
All right, let's jump the fuck off here. We love y'all. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, fellas.
And remember, go
Ladies.
check all our shits out and like and subscribe and comment and all that junk. And have a great week.
Yeah. Let's get ready for Green Mountain Championship.
Oh, yeah. Who you got?
I don't know. One of them.
I'm going to go with some Barsby.
There you go. He won at
He's
Smugs in
always-
2018.
He's always a good one. He's the one that always want to pick here.
Yeah.
All right, Barsby and own. That's what I got.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
Barsby.
I'm gonna go with yeah, no shit. Well, since you're going Barsby, I'm gonna go with Noah Five Ash and Holly Finley.
There you go.
Couples
That's a good
win.
couple. That'd be sick.
I don't even know if they're playing it, but probably.
All right, love y'all.
See ya.
Bye.